Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be Hairy Muppet, and we are going to be doing a ladder game. Now, as you can see by the fact that I can already see my opponent, that it is going to be a post-play. Post-play, we might as well call it. Basically, I've already played the game, and I'm just casting the replay, but, yeah, I was playing this game probably about 5 minutes ago, if this game finished off, so it's casting it as soon as it finishes off. And yeah, it was just going to be a little bit of fun in between casting replays for the DreamHack Valencia. Almost finished the round of 16. We just got xhaidong and Vortex to go, but I was feeling a bit sniffly before, so I didn't want to cast them while I was a bit sniffly. But the Denizen is starting to kick in now, so I'm feeling ready to go, and I'll probably do those after I cast this. But I just loved this game so much; it was so awesome that I just had to cast it. And the last ladder game, man, I went for a fast expansion versus Zerg. Did not work out at all. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Going to be going for some more fairly standard play versus this Zerg player. Just a little bit safer. He is going to be going for I think he goes for a 14 hatch before pool sort of build. So yeah, he's going for pretty standard stuff as well. But as you can see, it turns out to be a very interesting game, and mainly it's just about solid play. I mean, it's just getting everything done right, and there are some very scary moments in this game, but I'm not going to spoil it before it gets too far in. Yeah, let's just say that yeah, there are some scary moments. But here we go, going in there, and my probe unluckily has gotten the last position to be scouted. I mean, he scouted both the other ones, and now he's going to find it out. He's putting a very nice pattern thing going on though, so it looks very interesting. But yeah, he's going to find out. Comes in here. Is actually this is going to be a 16 pull. The Heem is a little bit off on his spawning pool. He should have had that down a little bit earlier, but alright, come on. I can't really say bad things about Silver League players when it comes to this sort of stuff. I mean, alright, he could have had it done earlier, but I'm not going to say he's a bad player for doing that. I can't say that. And yes, because otherwise I'd have to treat all my mistakes and all the mistakes of every other Silver player that badly, judge that harshly, and I'd like to think I'm not that sort of person. I will judge pro players left, right and centre if they make tiny mistakes, but no, people in Silver League do not deserve to be judged like that. And here we go. This is actually, I actually saw this very late spawning pool, and I thought, you know what, fast Zealot followed by a fast Stalker. Let's see if we can do it. And unfortunately, well, you guys will see how it comes out. Let's just say you can look at the game time and you know that he does not GG in the next minute or so. So here we go, the Stalker's coming up behind him. I should have probably held back on that Zealot and let the Stalker catch up, but I thought, you know what, let's get in there. No Queen, beautiful. Let's take him down. Of course, the couple of Lings coming out, that's fine. I was a little bit indecisive, but deciding to take out the Lings. But he runs in there, and oh, I was not paying attention right here. I was like, yeah, Zealot, man, he'll be awesome. And then I came back and it's like, why does he not have any health left? What has gone wrong here? Something went wrong, and he just got led into the middle of that pack without me even realizing it. So that Zealot died quite heavily, and this Stalker, man, he could probably take those guys on, but right now I'm just in total tail between my legs mode, so I am running and I am not stopping, and I'm a little bit worried about a counter-attack, but not super worried. You can see I've got another couple of Zealots pumping out, and I think I should be fine at this point. He does have a pretty fast Roach Warren on the way, so it does look like he's going for Roaches. Obviously I don't know that at this point, but yeah, I'm thinking about an expansion right now. I'm thinking about going for one, and as you can see actually, well, yeah, just starting to build one up, going for it, so that's pretty awesome. And yeah, I really like this timing, man. I mean, you don't necessarily have to go for the Zealot Stalker, fast harass, but the expansion at the 6 minute mark, it's nice and safe. It's really nice and safe. If you start getting your expansion out the 8-9 minute mark, I'd say you're probably being a little bit too safe. Maybe you should start to risk, but I think the 6-7 minute mark to start off your expansion, nice and safe. because you got this many units, you got a couple of gateways and a cyber core out. You're halfway or fully. Was I researching this? I think I finished it by now. I just haven't converted these guys. So I've got the gate tech. And I can convert these guys into gates, and I'm sitting pretty right now. I can just put down another gate whenever I want. I can start warping units out. I'm doing pretty awesome. And he actually goes for a fairly large amount of lings here. He starts going for a bit of roaches, but it's mainly lings. And yeah, so I mean, lings and roaches, man. He absolutely loves lings and roaches, man. He's definitely a tier 1 person. But that's not an insult in this game, man. He really does make those units work, and really does make my life a living hell in this game. So don't think I'm saying, well, yeah, he doesn't even use any tier 2 units, man. What a noob. He is not a noob at all. He totally it's not fun playing against this guy, let me tell you. Well, it's fun, but you know what I'm talking, guys. You guys know what I'm talking about, and you girls, whatever. There we go, going in, and I'm thinking about a little bit of a push here. Actually, no, I'm thinking about getting this watchtower back. I do not like the fact that he's got that watchtower and he's scared off my probe. But this zealot, man, he took the wrong way. There was armies this side and death this side, and he chose to go for death, and it did not work out for him, unsurprisingly. But these guys got to take the watchtower out. My observer did see that army, so yes. But luckily, I got a mortal straight off the observer after the robotics facility went up. I did not know he was going for roaches at that point. It was just he's like, all right, get an observer out, then get an immortal out straight away. And luckily, it had made me feel a little bit more safe, because if I didn't have an immortal at this point, I might be a little bit scared. But I still am a little bit scared, but I feel like I've got a fairly decent army. Here we go, the zealot's going to come out, going to chase this guy away. He's not feeling too happy about that, but he is actually waiting for these reinforcements, man. And he gets me in a beautiful flank right here. Really, I would be fine, I think, but this flank coming around the back, and they're all hitting my immortal. My immortal's trying to get away, does not work. Stalkers are pretty much dead. I choose to run for it. I'm going to get a couple dead, but meanwhile, another immortal has come out. I pretty much pump these non-stop. Well, I say that, but I'm not building one at the moment. But I try and keep them pumping non-stop for the next few minutes. Now that I've seen how many roaches are out there, I know keep the immortals coming out and keep building the stalkers. Because these guys, man, it's just that much roaches. I am very scared of that many roaches. Luckily for me, he's not going for a third base yet. He's choosing to go off 2 bases. So if he was on a third base, push off this, I would be in a lot of trouble. But there we go, the immortal, trying to keep these guys alive is extremely important, and I think I do a fairly good job there. I'm going to keep chasing these guys off. They're just going to run for it. A couple of them get taken out, I think. This is just attack move. This isn't anything spectacular, but yeah, he does it. Do I take out at least one of these guys? Yes, there we go. There's one down. Still chasing them, but that's a little bit too far. Trying to hold off here, but with these reinforcements, I choose to push back, trying to get the stalkers to take the hits while the immortal sort of survives. I did not want them to snipe my immortal, not at any point. But here we go, a couple more stalkers and an immortal. So once I get back to here, I should be safe. I could have pushed these guys out at reinforcements, but I don't think I had them for too long. So we're jumping back a lot safer. And here we go, going for the forge. You see, I'm only going for one forge. My plan is to get attacks really high up, because if I'm going against roaches, the immortals with their armored attack actually get 5 bonus attack versus armored for every single upgrade. So it's stupidly good. You will see a lot of games where it's Protoss versus Mass Roach. They will get immortals out and they will get 3 weapons before they get any armor, simply because the immortal attack is so overpowered. And here we go, these guys taking the brunt. The immortal's doing a ton of damage though, trying to move out. But I've got to watch out. As soon as they start focusing the immortal, I try and save him. There we go, pulling him back and then straight on the attack. This one's getting attacked, pull him back, then straight back on the attack. The stalkers taking most of the hits, but they are focusing down the immortals. One immortal gets taken out, but I've already got a reinforcement here. And here we go, the immortal is just doing such a great job. This guy running away, they're choosing to go for the other guy, but it's just too late. Although all their roach forces are down, and this is when I really start pushing the pressure on. I'm looking at my minerals and I'm like, oh Jesus, I have got nearly 2,000 minerals left. So I'd pretty much spend most of this in like 30 seconds or so. Just boom, boom, boom. I think I get a third base. I get a ton of stuff anyway. Not quite. I'm not sure why I'm spending it yet, but there we go. The probe is going out. He's building tons of stuff. And yeah, gas. Actually, I really need to get the gas on the second base. I have not done this yet, and building a ton of immortals and stalkers has started to suck it up. You see, he's getting his third base, so yeah, he's I think we could say he's not super expanding, but then again, neither am I. So yeah, I don't know. 15-minute third expansion. I feel like for a silver player, that's probably okay. I feel like it's not too late. It's not super early either, but then again, my pro production has been absolutely shocking so far. I've been not keeping on the ball as far as the probes go. I'm doing pretty well though. 45 at the 15-minute mark. It's not all that good, but I should probably stop comparing myself to pro level because it's just not right. But there, I'm happy with this, and I do very well with this. So yes, and there we go. There goes the third base down. He's got his third base down. He's going to be getting out more workers. He's getting a ton more workers actually. So there we go. He's going to be jumping up by a ton. So he's definitely transitioning at the same time I'm transitioning. So we're both getting heavily into mid-game tech, mid-game economy. And he's getting Ling speed. Right now he's getting Ling weapons, and he's getting a ton of Lings. So this is a pretty major tech switch for him. He's seen all of my stalkers, all of my immortals, and he's deciding, alright, let's just hit this hairy bastard with a ton of Lings and see how that goes. And as you can see, it definitely throws me when I first see all those Lings coming at me, man. It is not fun at all, but getting the second forge coming out, getting the second robotics facility. I don't know if I produce double immortals. This you can actually see the new icons, man. They've got new icons. This is level 2 weapons. So I've got level 1 and I'm getting level 2. So this is the new level 2 weapons icon. And it does look pretty sweet. So there we go. That's pretty awesome. I did notice before that the icons were a little bit hard to distinguish. They just had like a different color on the edges. It wasn't like super easy to say, well, that's definitely different, but it's a lot easier now. And here we go, getting Zealot links as well. My plan is to it's actually ironic because I'm thinking about getting a lot of Zealots here. I don't know about the mass switch to Lings, but I am planning on getting a lot of Zealots. Reason 1, I've got crap loads of minerals. Reason 2, Zealots with legs are actually pretty good versus roaches. They get in nice and close, and once they're in nice and close, they do lots of damage. These immortals actually take a pounding with the Lings getting a sweet surround. They managed to survive though, and the roaches getting pushed back. So I won that engagement quite well, even though I was caught out. But here we go, a bunch more Lings coming out, and my Zealot numbers are starting to get withered down. So I'm going to retreat, get a ton more Zealots out here, and really start switching into the Zealot numbers, because I can see he's getting a ton of Lings, and I really want to get my Zealots going to really sort of counter that, because obviously if he has a ton of Lings, I want to have a ton of Zealots. He's continued to go for these guys. He's getting 2 upgrades. My 2 weapons is nearly finished, but I don't think I've got any armor yet. I have not yet put this other forge to work, and that is because I suck at Starcraft 2. Thank you very much. You have heard me say it, but most of you guys probably knew it already, so it's not really going to become as that much of a surprise. This is an infestation pit, and this is coming up, and yeah, that actually turns out to be quite a bit messy later on, but for now, he's just producing a bunch more roaches, a bunch of Lings. He's getting his economy up, but he still hasn't beaten me. I've still got a couple of probes coming out every now and then when I feel like it, and you can see I'm doing a horrible job at spending, man. I'm building Zealots off 8 gateways, so I'm trying my best, and I got 2 of these guys out, but as you can see in a sec, I'm just going to be like, oh crap, look at how many minerals I've got and how much gas I've got. I really got to start spending it. And yeah, there we go, the forge getting the level 1 armor out, so finally doing that. And I don't think I have level 3 weapons yet. No, I don't. So that's got to come out fairly soon. Did I say I was producing off 8 gateways? I think I got 6, and here are the other 2 coming down now. I'm so bad. And the Robo support bay, getting that out now, going into Colossus Tech. Look at level 3 weapons, man. That is freaking sweet. And if you remember, level 3 weapons before did have a blue outline, but now the whole thing's blue, so it's really, really easy to tell. And here we go, we are going to be pushing in, because I'm expecting this guy to expand everywhere, so I'm just thinking, alright, get the third out, and look at this, man. This is just all sorts of awesomeness right here. The Zealot versus Ling, and how much better can you get it, man? Zealot versus Ling. Unfortunately, Zealot versus Roach doesn't really have the same sort of appeal to it, because my Zealots all end up dying, and then of course the reinforcing Lings start popping up, and I'm like, oh, this is not good. I've run out of Zealots. But right there, man, right there, all of those Zealots facing all of those Lings, man, so good. And I think at the it was 21 minutes, so at the end of the game, I want to come back and I'm going to watch that again from multiple camera angles, because that was just an awesome battle. But we will wait till the game finishes, and then we'll go back and check that out. And meanwhile, he's continuing to go for the Lings, but I think he also gets Infestors at some point. Something like that, yeah. I think he does anyway. But meanwhile, I'm going for Colossus. I'm thinking, alright, you know, I don't want that to happen again. I mean, if my Zealots all die, I still want to be able to wipe out Lings. So I'm getting a bunch of Colossus coming out, as well as the Zealots down here. And here he's actually trying to be a bit sneaky here. He's running Lings all over the place, trying to get around me, trying to hit my third base. Being very, very annoying, actually. So you can see I do an awesome pro move, putting in some Zealots here in this base, and they run straight into the Lings. So there we go, he's trying to hit my workers, but of course when the Zealots get in there, they're forced to attack the Zealots pretty much. And yes, my main army comes in, and these Roaches are like, hey guys, they were not expecting this army. So yeah, that little bit of pressure there, not doing too much, managing to hold off very, very nicely. And 3 weapons just about to pop out, 2 armor on the way, but I think he has he's got 2-2, and his Infestors have 2 armor. So yes, he's actually getting a fairly decent amount of Infestors, and they're going to have a lot of energy by the time I move in. But I think I move in now. I think I'm just like, screw it, I got a massive amount of guys, I'm just going to push in. And right now he's not doing that well. He's only just got his third base up, so his economy is not that good. I think I killed a little bit of workers over there, but he just never really pushed out too much. So yeah, he did some great plays early game with all those Roaches, but he never really got a massive amount of macro going, which, you know, as a Zerg player, you always got to want to be at least one base ahead, and he really wasn't there. But like I said, you can't really judge people and that sort of stuff. But this is a great play right here. Fungals on the Zealots, man. That was so bad. If a couple more, and he might have taken it out, but I think he ran out of energy or something like that, putting down these guys. I think he just didn't have it off cooldown yet. So yeah, the Infestors all going down, and this is pretty much just GG right now. Just massive army coming in there, wiping out everything. And yeah, I think this is pretty much it. But early game, man, all of the Roaches, all of the Lings, those Ling attacks, really just completely awesome in this game. And we will go back and have a look at that major battle in the third base, because that was freaking awesome. Oh, look at this, man. You actually scroll back and it shows you on the mini-map what was going on. So, do we want... There we go. I think this is it. Alright, let's push back in. This is where I attack the third base. Yeah, here we go. So, we're going to slow it down even slower. Normal speed, there we go. They got rid of slow and very slow, but hold down. I'll get rid of these, and look at this, man. It's just awesome. Look at this. Oh, have you ever seen anything this awesome before? Look at these guys go, man. It is just Ling City against a wall of Zealots, man. And the Zealots are taking their hits from the Roaches, but just, so many Lings dying in such a painful way. And if we, where's the, that's not it. Where's the other... I can't remember what the other room... Ah, it's deleted. My keyboard is all messed up, man. So, yeah, I've missed half of that battle, but man, look at this. The Immortals, man, going absolutely nuts. Just like big fat cannon things shooting everywhere. It's pretty awesome, but they're running away now because some lings are on them. And yeah, really, really awesome battle there. It's not very often you see a wall of zealots versus a wall of lings, but we did see it right there. And I think we saw the little guys, the I can't remember what they're called. The little guys that fall out of the building, the something lings or the whatchamacallit. I think they took out an immortal there, so that was that's not something you see every day. But there we go. We have finished this ladder game, and it was awesome. So yeah, and the only thing that's going to be more awesome than this is Xhaidong versus Vortex, which we will check out right the hell now. So I will catch you guys later. This has been Hairy Muppet, and I hope you have enjoyed this ladder game, and I hope I get into Gold League soon, because I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm doing pretty well. I think the next placement, I've got a fairly good chance of getting into gold. Fingers crossed. So yeah, we will see how that goes, and I will catch you guys later. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.